Wait, I just left my sushi upstairs, but it's fine. It is fine.
You can get it here in a minute.
What the fuck?
We have more important things to do, such as these reshoots, because you guys missed out on a lot of premium jokes that we are covering once again. This is episode 4 of the Daredevil Weekly,
No,
season
it's
1.
episode 3.
I swear to God, Shan. I swear to God.
Oh wait, we are doing 4. Fuck.
Season 1, episode 4, In the Blood. Thank God we're not doing this where we're counting shit. We're just like, we just remember episode orders.
Look, like we said, this is a reshoot, and I've been thinking we're doing episode 3 this entire fucking time.
What the fuck? Anyway. Episode 4 of season 1, In the Blood. What's there to really say other than this is probably an episode that I could either give or take, not because it's bad, but because I'm not as invested for anything for the season. If you guys want to know where I'm really invested, wait till we drop episode 8 in a matter of weeks. Any event, this episode is mostly just focused on Vladimir and
You know, thinking back on it, I actually don't know what the other guy's name was.
fuck, what was that bitch's name?
I want to say Eustace for some fucking reason. I'm pretty sure that's incorrect.
No, they're both Serbian princes that were in prison before working for a bald white man. Oh boy, give me a second while I dig up character names. Okay, so
Anatoly?
Anatoly, there we go. Anatoly. Why is it pronounced Anatoly? Don't fucking worry about it. Just don't fucking worry about it. So Anatoly and Vladimir, fed up with how their operations keep getting messed up by your Daredevil Snowman. Whoa! What the fuck, bro? You white as hell. You can't introduce yourself like this. I heard he's the crackhead of Coney Island. Why is he in Hell's Kitchen then? A white man saying the N-word? The fuck? Who does this?
Oh my god.
So they just trying to go and be like, hey, Wesley, we need to talk to Willie Fisk. That's not his name, nor are you supposed to say those words. Man, fuck your rules. We gotta talk to Willie Fisk. Again, don't say it like that. Why? It sounds like you're gonna say Willie Fist. Damn, you right. We want to talk to Fisk, though. No. Why? You ain't following the rules, dog. Plus, gotta cut your pay. Cut my pay? Do you know who I am? Some broke white man from Serbia? You son of a bitch. So they plot their revenge, obviously, involving tracking down the crackhead from Coney Island by going to the only person that they can threaten, a Hispanic woman. There's a hate crime here somewhere, but right now I'm heated over the whole thing with some poor groups doing dumb shit on a boat and having the most important person on that boat go missing. Anywho, me grappling with that as a POC aside, they end up kidnapping Claire because Claire is just being set up to be the token to be saved. Very, very nice. So Matt is just like, okay, I know exactly what to do. But first thing is first, I need to get rid of Foggy, who's talking about the Butcher story for the 17,000th time since we were roommates in college. For the last time, Foggy, if you wanted to chop shit up and serve it to people, why'd you go to law school? Women. You lazy fuck. So after putting on his outfit to where he goes from prim and proper to just be like, hey yo, what the dilly at? And you just like, Matt, what are you do? Why are you talking like this? Tracks down Claire to where he's just beating the shit out of people left and right, just being like, hey yo, spit 100 cocaine bursts. What? Wrong. Now, rap like Drake. What the fuck? Who's saying this? Are you the crackhead from Coney Island? Ends up almost breaking someone's arm when Claire just beats him over the head, just like, please stop. Please stop. You're not black. Can you please stop this, Mark? Removes the mask. Actually, it's Matthew. Oh my god. It's the masks making you do this. So there's also another plot line I'm going to go into. We're going to save that for afterwards. Let's talk about Claire's narrative from the other two people that are here for this weekly review.
Wait, what do you mean by other narrative? Like,
we gonna get to that, but let's talk about Claire and how she fucking shit up.
well, that's the thing. I don't know if I have any notes on Claire. I mean, she gets
Karen,
kidnapped.
my bad, Karen. I got names messed
okay.
up. That's because I'm
I
still
was
mad
like,
about
where do you go?
I'm mad about the Nolan thing on the boat shit still. I'm gonna be mad about that for a while.
Okay, I'm over here like, what the fuck are you saying? Are you on Coney Island?
I might have been. I've been marathoning Side Talk again when they were talking about what they did for America 2050. And I'm still just like, why would you burn down the city with fireworks, dog?
Okay, well, aside from Claire's situation about being a hostage, jumping over to Karen. So we kind of see Karen talking to Ben. I called it a diner. It might be a coffee shop. I didn't really pay that much attention.
It's probably closer to a diner based on the look.
That's what I was thinking. So you see Karen talking to Ben, aka Urek, at the diner, and talking about, you and an ally. Like, I read your paper, and I really want you to help me out. No, why? Because you're stupid. Next question. So basically, Karen ends up leaving because Ben's like, I ain't helping shit. To then flash forward to Karen once again at the auction house. Like searching around. Almost like doing her own little investigation. When Ben sneaks up behind her and says, look straight, do not turn around, do not look at me. Why? Just shut the fuck up and listen to what I have to say. And he's like, you see that woman to your right? Do not turn your head. Am you idiot? You turned your head. I told you not to look. And was like, she is over there. And you see that guy in front of you with like the nice suit? Yeah, he ain't bitten either. It's like, well, how did you find me? I wasn't looking for you. The fuck? Now, here's what I want you to do. I need you to bid on something. With what money, though? Good question. I need you to bid on something regardless. Whatever you want to bid on, just buy something. Make it look like you're there for the auction. Do not make you look more suspicious. And when she asks the questions about, like, what do I do? He ends up walking away. He disappears into the night. She ends up obviously buying an auction unit for $3,500 for office supplies like a printer, a fax machine from like the 90s, probably some shitty material, but hey, it's material for the office place. And she then ends up meeting Ben back up at the diner after the auction, to where Ben tells her that she needs to sign the agreement to never talk about Union Allied ever again. Of course, she's flipping out. She's like, well, how am I ever going to talk in public about this again? He goes, you wait. I am. I'm not signing shit. Then we see later on Karen shows Foggy that she bought the stuff for the office. And then she goes on about the butcher story, which we don't have time to talk about the butcher story. Let's be honest.
Like, god damn it, Foggy. If you really just wanted to chop up meat and get hoes, just be a butcher. Don't be a fucking lawyer. But money for the hoes. You get hoes as a butcher. You know how many butchers I know have had multiple marriages because they chop meat? Anyway, aside from, of course, the Paragon side of stuff, there is a Renegade. Yes, I have been replaying Mass Effect. No, it's not because I have nothing better to do. It's because I'm going through my library, and I have too many games. And that is the narrative involving Wilson Fisk himself, because he has a date with Vanessa. So he decides that he wants to take her out on a little itty bitty date, nothing too crazy, where she was just like, oh, someone wants to take me out while I'm still working. He's just like, okay, I'll wait until you're off work and we'll set something up. You're not gonna, I don't know, do a whole gesture of buying every piece of artwork in here, and then he slips in with a woman that can be bought. It's not worth having, which is too fucking cold. Man got too much charisma.
No, dude, listen, that line actually low-key gets me. I was like, oof.
Oh no, man, Wilson Fisk might actually have some game. What can I say?
I mean, where's the lie, though?
God damn, move over, Matt. Wilson out here getting hoes.
He getting the real bitches.
Right?
Sorry, Vanessa's not a bitch, sorry. My bad.
But she do be hoeing. But we gonna talk about that later. Anywho, they go out to dinner, and Wilson still has to talk to his best friend in the whole wide world, James Wesley, because he's just like, Wesley, I have no idea where to take Vanessa. All right, Willie, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna take her out to this nice restaurant that just opened last month. Got it. Why are you writing this down? I have a lot to memorize and I need to do this because I'm nervous. Don't you run a criminal empire? But this is important, James. This is very important. Going to the place that opened last month. Okay, order this wine. This very good wine. Great vintage, great stock. Got it. Do I talk about the cufflinks? No, wait till date number 5. That's how you always screw this up. You always talk about it on date number 1. Wait till date 5. Right. You've told me this 1,000 times, Wesley. This is why you're my best friend. Wait till date 5. Do I get the cake? I mean, if you're in the mood for the cake, man, I mean, aren't you, like, trying to lose weight? Lose weight, I'm down to, triple XL. You right. Maybe the cake. I don't know. You are such a great wingman. So the advice obviously works. Man gets a good date out of it. Talks a little bit of game. Talk about how his mom sent him off to live on a farm. That's not concerning at all. And then it's just basically about to seal the deal. Maybe get a kiss on the first date. Spitting real game. But then, of course, when Matt is wearing his crackhead from Coney Island outfit, it ends up having Anatoly, the Serbian prince that has a little bit less grime to him, run off to find Wilson Fisk at the restaurant to just be like, hey, yo, man, I gotta talk to your ass. Oh, God. Excuse me, I have to talk to this vagrant who's clearly been hit over the head. I will deal with you later. And will you stop listening to the Kanye West documentaries? You're starting to sound like him.
Ew, don't bring that man into this. So, obviously, Anatoly has no idea he done fucked up because Wilson's trying to secure the bag. He wants to get another date. And so Vanessa is trying to play hot and cold with him because she's like, I know he's got some kind of mysterious thing for him, but the whole bald and beautiful look is really working for me. But he is not really upfront. I feel like he's hiding something. So I'm going to play hot and cold with him, play telephone tag with him until I get something out of him. Which is the dumbest move I've ever seen because I hate when people do that. Don't play mind games with people. That's how shit ends up when people end up players and or just serial cheaters. Stop playing games with people's heads. But still though, Wesley's just trying to play it all casual. He's just like, all right, we're going to have this nice conversation when Anatoly's in the car. But I know Willie gonna want to get the ones. Gonna want to get the ones.
Shit, now my queens is coming out of me. Quiet mental link with myself. I'm trying to not connect with my childhood self. Hey, yo, man, I'm trying to get the ones. No, I gotta leave that in the streets. I'm a businessman now. You no longer Jimmy Jones from 3rd Street. You James Wesley. You can't be Jimmy Jones from 3rd Street no more. Anatolia's just like, are you okay? You've just been quiet this entire car ride. What? Sorry, I was caught in thought about something. So, about history. Makes this cold-ass bar talking about how history is not set in stone, but from smoke, with this whole analogy for fire. But then, Willie won't get the ones! Ends up fucking up Anatoly, only says 10 words from this whole conversation about, you embarrassed me. You embarrassed me in front of her. Those are the only words he says, while beating the brakes off of Anatoly in an abandoned, secluded parking space right by one of the bridges of New York. Just too fucking cold with his ass beaten. Even having a suit that took an entire slash mark that was meant to probably cut him or stab him. Still kept beating the shit out of him, where Anatoly had to speak to him in Serbian about how he wants someone to please grant him mercy. He doesn't want to die, he just wanted to get peace. And he ended up in pieces.
Literally.
Like, when Wilson just had the car door just slamming into him, like the clip probably showing on screen right now, just squishing his head, you just like, damn! That is someone who is
literally
pissed!
Gives me chills. That scene literally gives me chills every time.
Like, Willie really want to get the ones. He really was out here trying to get the ones. But then the fact that Wesley just too fucking cold was just like, so what do you want to do? Send him back to his brother. That will start a war. I'm counting on it. Which is like, Wilson, you all really petty, bro.
Look, if there's one thing you don't do with Fisk, it is fuck up his date.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I have never known a Kingpin this cold, this charismatic, and this brutal in so long that every time I rewatch season 1, I'm like, where was this gas in Hawkeye, bruh? Where was this gas? But I digress. We can't have everything, unfortunately.
Sadly, no.
But yeah, that is us talking about in the blood, where if you guys have not been watching the stuff before we end up doing these weekly reviews, that's on you. I purposely tell people nowadays to watch the shit before we even cover it. And this is no different for a weekly review if you guys have seen how we do things. Watch the stuff a week beforehand and then hear us chit chat about it. So, what are our overall thoughts? Because, like I said, it's not the most impactful episode from myself, but it's not terrible. I'll always watch it. It's just not standout-ish.
I mean, it expands more on how powerful Fisk is.
Yeah.
It's very important.
I feel like with the show, like when you hear the Daredevil show, like you imagine the show is strictly about, like Matt being his Daredevil self, being a lawyer, Karen and Foggy on the side. And it's like in reality, this is not necessarily just a Daredevil show, it's also a Wilson Fisk show. Because, like, yes, we've had past Daredevil projects that no one talks about, because let's be honest, it's Ben fucking Affleck. But it sucks. But, like, I can say that now I've seen him. But this isn't just a Daredevil show, it's a Fisk show. So you have a little bit of everything to make one big story. So yeah, this episode might not be that impactful, but to me, this isn't a Daredevil episode, this was a Fisk episode. As we're going to get later on throughout the weeks.
And I agree. It's just, like I said, it's not my favorite, because that's, of course, episode 8, which, again, you guys will be getting in a couple of weeks. That one is my creme de la creme most favorite out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it's just because I've known Brutal Fisk because, of course, of the 90s cartoon or about from Marvel's Spider-Man, the video game. Like, those really set the tone and cadence of, like, here's Big Man coming out like Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I don't know. Like, maybe it's just because I'm so used to brutality, not just because of us watching stuff like this, but because I also make TV programs about brutality a lot. But that's because that's what I've grown up with. Just the brutality of not only being a minority in America, but just society itself is brutal. But I digress. Next episode that we're covering is World on Fire, where we're going to be building off from this episode to be something incredibly insane, and I am looking forward to it. Mostly because I feel like we're going to have a lot more Foggy in the episode instead of him talking about his goddamn dream from his parents about being a butcher that he never goes through with. When Foggy, you could have secured the bag. I swear, man, if he wanted to be a butcher so bad, why didn't he just drop out of law school to be a fucking butcher? It was right there for him, but I love Foggy, but that story, every time I watch this episode, pisses me off, man. Just be a butcher already.